Hey everyone, welcome to Street Level Strategies in the trenches with top producers. My name is Bobby Jo Dallas, Customer Engagement Manager at Total Expert. And in today's episode, I am joined by Mike Borrasco, Loan Officer at Evolve Bank and Trust out of Massachusetts. How are you doing today, Mike?
Good. How's it going today, Bobby?
Doing great. Happy to be here with you today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. So why don't you start by just giving a little intro to yourself, tell the viewers who you are, what makes you unique as an originator. Just give us a little background on you before we get started.
Yeah, so I work in Massachusetts. I've been with a couple different companies. I've been at Evolve now the last 3 years. I started out in 2016 in processing and kind of moved my way through, and now I'm a loan officer. Absolutely love it here. I love what I do. I have an LOA and a dedicated processor, and we just get things done really, really quickly.
I love it. So you said you've been in the industry for about 2016?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So knowing that, and you've been in for a little bit, I love this question. And so if you could go back to the first day that you started as an originator or a processor, even as you mentioned, what advice would you give yourself if you could go back to that first day?
So if I could go back the first day, I'd tell me to get my origination license faster. I spent a little bit more time in processing than I probably should have, but it gave me a great foundation so I can, really talk and create a plan for my clients. But probably the best advice that I would give to myself was the same advice I got is answer your phone, return the calls, return your emails. Communication's key. I mean, without that, you're not going to be a top producer.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's funny. I hear that a lot with folks who that's how they get in the industry is they start off and I've actually heard a lot of people start off as processors or right in that specific area so that they're learning the business. But I love that, you may have stayed in a little longer, but we're here now and we're killing it. And that's one of the things that we talk about so much at Total Expert is just communication is so key. Just getting back to people and staying relevant and getting in their inbox and doing all those things. That is one thing that can just set you so far apart from other originators is just the communication aspect and knowing where your viewers or where your borrowers like to talk and how they like to communicate. So I love that. All right. So how long have you, Mike, been using Total Expert?
So we just got Total Expert maybe about 8 months ago here, but I previously used it for a couple of years at some other companies as well.
Okay, awesome. So you've been on for a few years, and I know we were talking about this earlier because we've chatted, but can you share any success stories or examples of how the platform has helped you close more deals? I know we were just talking about this earlier, but I'd love to share because it's such a good success story here.
Yeah. So one of the things I like is the integration with, other systems. So specifically BombBomb, because I do a lot of videos and that's how I like to communicate. No one likes reading emails anymore. Let's be real. Yeah. So, if I put out a little update about FHA when they reduced the insurance premiums down to the 55 basis points, when that happened, I quickly got a video out to all my realtors and everyone in my database, anyone that had an FHA loan or was shopping FHA loan, I also included them. And I got a lot of people reaching out, re-engaged with some of the clients, and then on top of it, re-engaged with some agents that had kind of been just busy with their personal lives, and they were just like, "Oh my God, this is great to know. By the way, I'm getting back into it. I'm really, buckling down this year." And it was really great to get that out so quickly. And just so efficiently. It only took me 10 minutes, and that's between making a video and it was 3 takes. So it was pretty quick to get out there. I was one of the first people that they were hearing it from.
Yeah, that's so good. And I love that you said that. I was just going to ask you, how long does that take you? Because people think that it takes so long, but it can actually be so quick. And we love our partners and our family at BombBomb. We love our BombBomb integration because it makes it so easy. And video is so much more prevalent today. Everyone is using video. And so I love that you were it took me 10 minutes. I just did a quick video. I sent it out. And the fact that did you receive a lot of, what was your success from that? Did people hear back? What was
Oh
that?
yeah, so I got 3 FHA clients that had been worried about rates, and because they were worried about rates and everything like this, they were really concerned about their monthly payment. That's really what it breaks down to at the end of the day, is that monthly payment. So this kind of helped offset the higher rates, and they kind of started getting back active again. And I was able to call their realtors and get them to be re-engaged with the client as well too. I did have a lot of people that liked the video, shared the video,
Yeah.
was commenting like, "Oh my God, that's great news." I mean, it was one of the positive ones. There's, other things like we talk about the feds going up and everything like that. Those videos don't get the most positive reactions all the time, but the FHA was just one of those. It just stuck out. It was there first to report it, and it really helped me get a lot more people interested in off the sidelines and shopping again.
Yeah, and I love that because it promotes you as that educational advisor, right? That strategic advisor. And they see when they see your face first, the fact that you were able to get that out first, they saw you, they see you as that. So I absolutely love that. And you're staying relevant, right? So you're getting in their inbox now. All right. So second question, how has the platform helped you manage your business more effectively? Let's talk a little bit about effectiveness and efficiency in platform.
So it's great because I have my LOA. Anytime, I meet a realtor, referral partner, even attorneys, not real estate attorneys, estate planning attorneys as well too. I can enter them she enters them into the database for me, and we track, and link them to the correct leads that they've given us and see how they close. And we can compare that with some of the other software that we have to determine, are we getting a big all this person's business, or are they getting a little part of their business? How can we help improve that? And it's really helped me track and be more accountable to everything. Because other than that, I was just doing spreadsheets. I was doing handwritten notes, and it's like, okay, well, and I look it up. It's like, okay, well, I did like, John Smith and Jane Doe and all these people. It's like, okay, wait a second, but there's like, you're going to lose all that. So it's great to have it right at my fingertips, right on the computer. It's very easy for me to do. And on top of that, it creates the tasks and everything right now for me to stay, up to date. It's like, oh crap, I was supposed to text this person. And it's like, oh wait, nope, you did it because it's on my list to do that day.
Yeah, no, I love that you say that. And I love that you talked a little bit about like, you can leverage it with your team. So you do have an LOA and you can leverage the platform with them. And we talked so much. I know we've talked in like a ton of times just about like spreadsheets, like why are we using spreadsheets still? And if we can transition that and automate some of that so that you and your team can go into the platform and start to, work together and make things more efficient, like that is really key. That's just so good. And I love that you bring that up, the teamwork that you can have in platform and tasks, right? Being able to automate those tasks so that you don't have to go into your, and manually have I know I just see people with sticky notes and things all over their desk. And I'm like, what are you doing? Right. So like your team can automate those tasks for you. So you can know what the highest priority action is for the day and just stay on top of those leads. So that's so awesome. Well, Mike, I just have one last question for you. And I want to end it like this, because I want to give the viewers just something about you personally or professionally. But what is one thing you should continue doing moving forward, and one thing you think you should stop right now? This can either be personal, professional. Hit us.
Yeah. So one thing I should continue doing is I should continue to keep getting out there and having those conversations with people. That's what I do really well with. And it's really that education standpoint. That's always how I've run my business, because I always say this to my clients, is the average American is going to get 5 to 7 mortgages in their life. That's what I do at least a month. So, for me to let them know how important, all the information about the monthly payment, cash flows, all that's really important for me, is for them to understand that and fully understand it. So it's something that I'm going to keep doing. And something I need to stop doing is probably micromanaging. I'm really bad at it. I have a really good track record with closing on time or closing early or being clear to close by commitment. So it's really tough for me to step back a little bit and let my team control it, which if I can let them do it, the first part of what I need to continue doing is going to get better as well too.
I love it. It's all of us control freaks, our micromanagers.
Exactly.
We got to put that back so we can, but the thing is you have to do that, right, to be more efficient. So that's, sometimes we're in our own way. And so it's really I love that. That's
I'm lucky that I have a good team that they check me like, Mike, we got this. Go do what you gotta do.
Need a good team.
They put me in place.
You got to trust your team. And I love that you say that. So that's awesome. Thank you so much, Mike, for being on today's episode. Really appreciate you just talking through what you're doing, what's working, what's not, how we can get better. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. So thank you again, Mike. Appreciate you being on the call, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Thanks. Have a good one, Bobby.